because what she wants back is her belongings. Now, this is where that concept of being right but being wrong and being wrong but being right can often come into it. Most people in situations when we're aggrieved or when there's an argument or when there's any form of interaction, discourse which isn't mutually agreeable comes along, they will clue you in. They will clue you into what's important. They want something that makes them feel whole or feel validated. So in this instance, she's been fired. Is she going to be happy about that? 100% not. She's already in a high emotional state. If you want to compound that by then keeping her stuff and not letting her have it, you're going to have bigger issues. When she picks up a stool to then go to the guy we're calling the manager, his reflexes on that are second to none. Where she ultimately hits her final point though is she decided, you're not going to give it to me, and the discussion is ended. Or maybe she just realized, screw it, because she was fixated on making herself whole in her own mind. This is what becomes important when we have to tune into this. She then vaults the counter right over it, which we do see in fast food restaurants quite a lot when people are disgruntled with the amount of cheese they get on their burger, and she's in there. When we find ourselves arguing and discussing with people, most people are not listening to what is being said. We think we are, and we say that we are, but 9 times out of 10, we're waiting to get our part of the conversation out. A conversation is between two people, converse. Otherwise, you just have a monologue. Everybody wants to be right, everybody wants to be heard, and everybody wants to be validated. But in doing that, we can't afford to put that at the expense of other people. When you look at the violence that's going on here, there's nothing particularly egregious and there's nothing particularly savage. This is a disagreement that cannot be resolved with words, and it ends up spilling over into violence, and it spills over into violence that was not necessary. Had it not been for our wonderful gatekeeper with his ninja skills there, this could have gone a lot worse. Maybe the manager would have been hit and got extra mad and punched her back, as we've seen in airport videos in Reality Check before. People hit a point and then they just snap and go back in there. Maybe that stool would have landed heavier, a little high on the head, a bad landing there. Perhaps we could be looking at more serious injuries or even worse. All because she wasn't allowed to get her belongings. And let's not forget, whether she's allowed to be on those premises or not, for us an employment perspective, that's her stuff. He can't keep it. If we just listen to what people are telling us, a lot of things can certainly be solved without them spilling over into this kind of encounter.